If you're the type of person that absolutely needs to pinch a newborn baby's cheeks, then you know the feeling of Gigil, even if you've never seen the word before. I'm Malcolm, and today I'm discussing amazing emotions that we don't have in the English language. I'll tell you about the so-called cute aggression behind Gigil, and share the meanings of other evocative, irreplaceable words like the Portuguese Saudade and the Japanese Shinrin-yoku. That last one's a personal favorite. Remember to subscribe here and let's get started. Number 5, Gigil, Tagalog. Gigil doesn't have an exact translation in English, but you can think of it as a nearly uncontrollable emotional response, often to something cute like a baby or puppy, but sometimes to something that's actually infuriating. The urge to squeeze or grab something you find cute might seem like a contradiction, but researchers suggest there may be a reason for that confusing reaction. Positive feelings can get so overwhelming that people freeze up. The brain's way of pushing you out of that paralysis, some experts think, is by urging you to physically interact with the cause. Interesting food for thought the next time you have the odd urge to smush the face of the most adorable baby bulldog you've ever seen. Number 4, Schadenfreude, German. The word Schadenfreude from German has appeared in pop culture before, so you may have heard of it, and if you haven't, you've probably felt it. Translated literally, it means harm joy and refers to taking satisfaction in the misfortune of others, usually someone you don't like. Sound familiar? German isn't the only culture to put this feeling into words. Russians, the Dutch, and Jewish people all have a name for it. The Japanese don't have a single word but a whole proverb. The misfortune of others is as sweet as honey. You might worry that feeling Schadenfreude makes you a bad person, but experts suggest it's more important to think about why you feel it and search for empathy. Schadenfreude is a compound word, something the German language is famous for. The grammar rules allow adjectives and nouns to be combined repeatedly, creating what are known as tapeworm words. One of them was so cumbersome the German government actually retired it from use. Be glad you'll never have to write that one out.
Rindfleischetikettierungsüberwachungsaufgabenübertragungsgesetz.
Number 3, Saudade, Portuguese. When you wonder what if I had done things differently, you know saudade. A mix of melancholy and nostalgia, it's a feeling of longing, especially for something that doesn't exist. A lot of things can stir up saudade: unrequited love, a favorite place you haven't visited in a long time, maybe even something as trivial as a discontinued cereal you wish you could taste again. But it's not just the past. Saudade can also be about the future. The good times might end one day, making you wish that what you've got could last forever. It's not simply a negative emotion. As Portuguese writer Francisco de Mello put it, saudade is a pleasure you suffer, an ailment you enjoy. Number 2, Shinrin-yoku, Japanese. The direct translation of Shinrin-yoku is forest bathing, and it refers to the feeling of relaxation you get from being in nature. The word Japan may conjure up images of crowded cities, but 70% of the country is actually forest. Though maybe it's the people living in big metropolises like Tokyo, who most need a little Shinrin-yoku. The word doesn't imply a specific activity like hiking or fishing. It's simply being in nature and taking in your surroundings that brings it out. Shinrin-yoku is more than just a feeling, it's a medical fact. Scientists have identified measurable benefits that spending time outdoors has on a person. Reduced stress, improved mood, and lowered blood pressure are just some of the positive effects you could see. Urban planners often try to incorporate green and blue spaces into their designs for neighborhoods and cities. Next time you're on a park bench, take in the trees around you, appreciate the moment. Even if you're in the concrete jungle, you may be able to enjoy the benefits of forest bathing. Number 1, Hygge, Danish. When you spend enough time embracing Shinrin-yoku, you'll want to come back to the comforts of indoors. Have a seat, take off your shoes, and put up your tired feet. You're ready for Hygge. Hygge describes the feeling of coziness and comfort. It comes from the same root as the English word hug, and it's easy to see how the two are linked. Think about the kind of warmth and pleasantness that can be found in a mug of hot chocolate, a pair of wool socks, and coming in from the cold to a crackling fire. It's no surprise that the high time for Hygge is in the winter. Visit an outdoor Christmas market in a city like Copenhagen, where you can get a glass of mulled wine and listen to the carolers sing. In the dark and cold of winter, Hygge can help carry you until spring. But this feeling doesn't just have to be about chasing away the cold. Anything that provides you comfort can be hyggelig. A piece of pie that reminds you of your childhood summers, your favorite beachside vacation spot, a pair of comfortable, ratty sweatpants, which coincidentally is referred to as hyggebukser. Those can all be hygge. I love learning these unique words that expand our perception a little bit. It's part of the fun of learning languages. What's your favorite word for an emotion from another language? Drop a comment below. And don't forget to subscribe to see more videos for language learners. We'll see you next time.